Hi, I'm Scott Williford, CEO and founder of vLink Solutions. And in this webisode, we have Chad Massaker with Carceron. And Chad, why don't you tell our audience a little bit about what you do and what your business is and who some of your clients are?
Sure. Well, I own Carceron. We're the most recommended IT services firm in Atlanta on LinkedIn. We've been around about 10 years. It'll be 10 years in March, I guess. And we provide outsourced, basically an outsourced IT department to upper, small, and medium-sized firms, primarily professional services firms, medical, legal, financial, so on and so forth. We also have some cloud solutions, telecom solutions, hosted VoIP, stuff like that. So basically, our goal is to be the complete outsourced IT department for those businesses.
So, obviously, you've seen, over 10 years, you've seen a lot of change in technology. So, has that slowed your business growth down, or is anything there, with all the changes, has that been an opportunity for you or a threat?
I think at first, a lot of people in my industry considered it a potential threat, where if we're talking about the cloud. But we've actually, we figured it out, and we figured out how to embrace it. Now we've just basically added it to the revenue model. So it's just something that's just another line of service that we offer. It's actually turned out to be quite good.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. So with the changes in the economy, a lot of companies have downsized and eliminated positions and eliminated even contractors. So have you seen that affect your business at all?
Marginally. We started during the 9/11 recession, and then we survived this most recent one. And the trick to surviving the most recent one, I think, for us was understanding that we had our revenue that was coming in, our contract revenue was not covering our operating expenses, but that was okay because we still had plenty of projects going on, and we had extra people on staff just for those projects. Well, when nobody was investing any CapEx dollars in anything, and hence projects, we found ourselves burdened with about one or two extra people that we did end up having to lay off. We kind of regrouped, and I think we focused on something that we should have been focusing on more all along. But sometimes you need a wake-up call, like a recession, to kind of smack you in the side of the head. And that was, we just really focused on our managed IT services offering, that annuity model of just being the IT department, really bumping that game up and adding a lot more value into the service model, and it's paid off in spades.
That's really cool. So you said earlier that you did a lot of professional services. You said doctors and lawyers, who are, and I know you may not be able to mention some specific partners, but if you were to describe an ideal client, what might they look like?
We do multi-location. One of our largest clients is a multi-location engineering firm. They've got 6 offices across the country. The other one is, I think, the 6th largest private company in Atlanta, and they're basically they provide medical services to children, both in clinics across the country and in their homes as well. So those types of, again, professional services or medical multi-location environments are ideal for us.
Okay, so this economy has affected most businesses, and I know from our previous conversation that it's affected you some, but you've also seen it as an opportunity to grow in some areas. And what do you attribute that to? What are some of the things that you attribute your growth to in your business?
Our growth since day one and still to this day is, I would say, mostly, if not all, as of right now, attributed to networking. Just getting out there, meeting people, rubbing elbows.
So you do that a lot?
Yeah, you could say that.
So how many LinkedIn connections do you have?
It's somewhere around 17,000, I think.
All these are your intimate friends?
No, I don't know that many.
But you do know quite a few, and you meet a lot of them.
I get about 50 requests a day, something like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, and I know you through networking, and I know that you are an expert at networking. So we're going to go to a quick break, and then we'll come back with a second segment with Chad Massaker. And when we come back, we're going to ask Chad to give us some of his tips and his tricks on how he's growing his network and how it's turning into business. So thank you, Scott Williford, the vLink Solutions, and Chad Massaker, and we'll be back in the second segment of this series.